making substitutions here. Here's Spears. Ellis outside. Pass to Ingram. Back to Ellis. There's the triple. The rebound by the Hawks.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Queen. It's stolen. Ingram with the ball. Pass to Washington. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Spears. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Murray. Outside McDaniels. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Hawks lead by 2.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Ingram on the wing. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now here's Thompson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Murray. Launches it from deep. Misi grabs the board.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the Pacers making a change here. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark. Now Ingram. 5 points in the game. The three is up. He's off on that one. Tie game in Atlanta. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
The Pacers, 13.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks, they are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Pass to Reed. Now McDaniels. He's covered by Bagley. Clock at 4. The 3, here's Lillard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the board.
Indiana on offense. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Pass to Yakichonis. And here's Bagley. Miller outside. Here's Yakichonis. Still without a bucket. He can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. B.A.?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Pass to Yakichonis. The 3. Some solid defense from Lillard. The Hawks lead by 3. Stolen Stolen by Davis. Here's Yakachonis. Defended by Thompson. Yakachonis, that one's good. Yakachonis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard looking around. Thompson outside. Collins a screen. Stripped away. To the paint. Miller on the wing. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
McDaniels from long range. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Miller. That three's off the mark. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Yakachonis. Davis drawing the double team. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Miller. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's start. Get it loud.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
To the inside, Yakachonis.
Wow! I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Shannon. No made baskets yet. Just 5 on the clock. Floats one. Keeps it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Yakachonis.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give him something to think about.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Here's Yakachonis. He's got 5. Misses the 3. And here's Smith. Outside Murray. To end the drought. Indiana with a rebound.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Atlanta making a change here. Atlanta with the ball. 6-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Back to Murray. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
Now the Pacers with it. 9 points in a row, a good run going. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
Now here's Murray. Back to Smith. There's the three. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Indiana leading by 6. Pass to Batum. Outside Ingram. Back to Batum. Three-pointer Yakachonis. They get it back. Davis. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Pass to Hardy. And there's 1:38 left in the second period. Here's Yakachonis. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
And here are the Pacers now. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. The shot by Ingram, no good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Stolen. Here's Yakachonis. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Outside Murray. Launches it. Murray gets the triple.
But defensively, the last thing you want is for Murray to get hot from beyond the arc.
Pass to Yakachonis. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. So nice passing by Indiana here. Back to Ingram. 6 to shoot. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half. Following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hawks trail by 4. Now here's Lillard. Outside Murray. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And that's 13 points for Damian Lillard. Here's Yakachonis. Pass to Batum. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And the Pacers making a change here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fears. Drops in the layup for 2. Fears has gotten his second bucket.
Yes, Fears isn't a huge guard, but I think he's at his best around the rim.
Pass to Murray. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Indiana leading by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Thompson outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Back to Ellis. Here's Miller. McDaniels with the rebound. Hawks trail by 3. On the wing, Murray. Murray doing tough work inside.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
That gives them the lead. And the Hawks lead by 1.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Miller outside. From downtown. And Indiana misses again.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Hawks making a change here. Lillard with the ball. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. McDaniels got 7 points.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Pass to Miller. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. To stop the run. And it's Washington missing. Atlanta leading by 4. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Collins, no good.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Pass to Miller. This one for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. He has 7.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Outside Murray. McDaniels a screen. 5 to shoot. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Ellis with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And Keon Ellis gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Murray. Let's go with a 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Here's Yakachonis, defended by Thompson. And it's blocked by Collins.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Lillard with the bucket. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Murray's shot is good.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to Misi. Ellis outside. Three-pointer Yakachonis. That one is off.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Indiana making a switch here. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now the Hawks with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Walsh. Now Thompson. Here's Shannon. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 9. And here's Ingram outside. The rebound by Shannon. And Atlanta with possession here. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. On the take. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
32.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 11. Pass to Batum. Now Miller. Launches a 3. Collins with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Shannon. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Collins. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Indiana ball.
Pacers trail by 11. Here's Fears. Pass to Miller. Batum outside. The three is up. Great D that time from Allen. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Oh, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Out of bounds. Indiana ball.
The fader. The Pacers again can't hit.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Smith outside. The three ball. Batum pulls it in. Pacers trail by 14. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Easy money for Davis inside.
Man, if you don't put a body on Davis, he will destroy you. Second chance points a factor.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Walsh. Five on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Indiana ball.
Here's Fears. The rebound by Allen. Inside. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. Indiana with a rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Yeah, the mid-range is not always easy money for Fears. He's folding some new wrinkles into his game.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. 2 on the clock. Here's Queen. That one off the back iron and out. Pass to Ingram. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Queen, covered by Ingram. Lillard outside. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Here's Fears. Batum sets a screen. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Murray. Oh, good work defensively by Ingram.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Fears. 6 on the shot clock. From about 16, Indiana again missing.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Pass to Murray. And Atlanta misses again. Pacers trail by 16. Left side Ingram. The shot is money.
Yeah, Ingram that time managing to play big inside. He used his length to his advantage.
Outside Murray. He launches. The three ball is down.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Now Lillard. It's stolen by Ellis. Here's Ingram. Jacks up a three. Up again. Another chance. From deep. Yes, sir, with the three.
And he's been scoring at all three levels for a long time, and he's been an absolute monster here tonight.
Now McDaniels. Here's Murray. For three. And he nails it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Ooh, it doesn't go.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for Jamal Murray.
They impacted the game in a multitude of ways. Anytime they needed a big play, no matter what it was, he came through.
.43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Here's Shannon. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Takes his ball. Coming to the floor for your Hawks, number 20, Nick Smith.
Here's Fears. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the